Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor out here in a 2024 220 Ocean Pro. Really nice boat. Very stable, plenty of power. Okay, there's a few things I see they got to do. The VHF, it's something to do with that key switch. When I powered on, I got that squelch set to max. So, I mean, that's the high as I can get it, so them channels don't keep coming in. And you got to skip them, and then I get a beep on that. So maybe they powered it to the key switch. If they did, I'll change that because I can't really scan it. And if I go on channel 21, it just like it's trying to read it all the time. Also, they need to hook up the speed sensor for the gauge here so you can get the fuel flow. This radio here is not AIS compatible. I mean, it has it on the radio, but it can't redirect it to the unit. The unit's capable, both of them, but you need I think they call it a 250, the standard 250 don't do it anymore. It used to, now it's a 215A, I think, or 215 AIS. But I don't know if you already knew that. These do got built-in base maps. The heater, it's got to be a power supply up to here. It could be a fuse. I checked all the fuses in the back. Nav lights worked. I already showed you all that. Courtesy lights, I already showed you all that. Bilge pump and all that, and the horn I showed you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm just going to turn it on. That fired up, and I'm going to power this up. And I'm going to power this up, and I'll show you what I'm saying. Right there. Then when it beeps, you hit the clear button. See channel 21? Now 21's not doing it, right? Now if I shut this key off and I let this sit for a second, it should beep. There's channel 21 now. The dang thing ain't doing it. But I'm gonna go here and scan all. Now look. See, every time I try to show somebody this, now it's scanning all the channels without stopping in between. But I'm going to turn this on and see if somehow, there it just did it. It stopped on 21. I'm going to skip it. Just did it again. I'm going to skip it. Okay, so now see once it's formed up. So the only thing I can think of, I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to put this on internal GPS, bypass the external antenna, and see if it still does it. See, now it's scanning. I'm going to stop it. So I hit clear. There's channel 1, but it isn't doing what it used to do. So I'm going to turn that baby on there. And anytime, this was a screen I was on when I shut the unit off. So when you shut the unit off, whatever screen you're on is what it's going to come back to. And then you just hit X out of that and X out. So I set up all your screens, combos. I went in and gave you data bars on the other ones. Like if you go home, you go to their charts. Okay, say if I wanted a data bar reading up this, but this is more my fishing charts, so I didn't put it there. So go home, go to charts, go to nav chart, and then see there's all your data. But if you want your data, you just edit combo and then put your, like this right here. So let's go into combo, let's go into fishing charts. So if I wanted all my data over here, then I'll just hit this one here, edit combo, overlays, data, sidebar, done. Then I can put that up there, back, done. Then see all the data there, and then if you want to go here, you just hit that one and you go to water, you go to depth, then you got your depth reading, you got water temp, then back down here, say you want to get system, right here, unit voltage. So I set up all those vessels. You can get all your numbers right there if you want. And then combos again, I can rip over here and get a, let me see which one I want here. I'll do this one, fishing chart. Then I got it all GPS with your shading. See, that means I'm getting into the dangerous area over here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, put it in gear, get out of here. We're in 22 feet. if you get in that area, you better start thinking about getting out. And right here, anywhere in white, you're safe. This is loading up. And I'm gonna hit here, I'm gonna hit scan all. And then I'm gonna hit this again. See, I got that on max. That shouldn't be stopping on all those stations. But it's better than what it was. So anyway, we're gonna go right here. Boom, 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 boom. You're gonna have a normal vibration between, say, 700 and 900. See how this is shaking? But if I bump some gas after that, that's gonna quit. Okay, so we're gonna try your wash down hose. We're just gonna hit this here like this. Then you gotta wait for the water pressure to build up. There you go, that worked. Now remember, I have to hit this live well switch on here. Then I can spin the wheel like this, steer it from the back. Kind of makes it nice. And then I'm going to give it some gas and see if we're at 600. See how I bumped it up just a hair to about 900. That vibration goes away. That's standard. It's just the way it is with the harmonic balance in the motor and the boat holder. They're basically, a lot of these are still handmade. So anyway, that's all boats have that vibration point. You'll get a little bit more with stainless. And your guide is always going to be the drift. If you see this heading line until you start going, because you don't have a heading sensor. So you got to see how this is drifting just a hair. Now once I give it gas, that line's going to straighten up a lot quicker. And that means I'm turning, and then once I go straight, then that line's going to straighten back out again. So then if you don't like that, you can hit this, and you can just hit this, and that brings it up here. See, then I can go stop panning, that brings me back there. Hit the menu button, and I go layers, I go my vessel, and I go to heading line, source. Let's go to the GPS right there. Back, 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 back. So I kicked it off auto. So now your line's straight up. And of course, if I want data over there, but I got my depth, speed, and everything here. This is more of my fishing one, so I just left it like that. So then we'll go home, we'll go to vessel, then I get all my readings. So now what we're gonna do, everything's in here. I'm just gonna show you, we're going against it. 1001, 1002, 1003, gets right up on top. Now see, I'm not getting my eco right here. Because there's a wire they need to hook up on that. That's your fuel, how much you have in the tank, that's your trim, that's your tack. See, you don't need your speed up here. Then for your menus, trips, go back there, that's good. Then I can bring this back. Now, if you just put this in gear right there, you hit your troll mode, get set, and every time you push out, it goes up 50. The troll's on it, tells you. So there you go. We're doing 5.73, which is good. Now that damn thing's starting to work now. That's weird. Okay, so if you want to go down, you just hit this one here and it goes down. You just give it some gear and it's just going to pop out. You want to hide it, you just hit hide. So then back into here. That could have been a fuse too, because I went back to pull all the fuses and put them back in again, and it ain't doing what it was doing before. So hopefully that was that problem. It runs really nice now. Trim tabs, you just go ahead, if I'm leaning to the left, just go ahead and hit the one starboard tab. It's going to level the boat out. Or I can do them all up or down. Now I can bring this, if I hit this, it's going to bring it back up again. See? Now if I want them all down, I can just push this one. Then I'm going to level it off here. So trim tabs. There you go. Then we go down. See how they're going down? I want them up, I can push this and both of them come up. They blink, they'll go away, they'll stop blinking. Now if I want to go the other way, I hit this tab. And then I want to go back, I just hit this tab. There you go. Now I'm laning, so I hit the starboard to get it. There you go. See how the boat leveled off there? So right here would be, right there would be a good cruising range for fuel, about 30 miles an hour. We're turning 4,300. Open her up. Start trimming it. Jug, and you think you need a little more up out of the hole shot, you could drop this down a pitch, because I got to kind of work it a little bit to get it up to that 58 to 60.